Hello and welcome to the channel, YouTube world. This is going to be some casual gameplay, but thrown in with a little bit of what are my first impressions of the game now that I've been playing it for a couple of hours compared to the other games in the entry. So let's just get right into it. First off, the map is a little bit small, but it's quite dense. There's a lot of things to do. I find there's a lot more enemies than in Watch Dogs 2, for instance. It's kind of hard not to compare it to that for obvious reasons. There's your safe house there. I have not found the ability to change the time of day like in the other two entries by just sleeping on a couch. Though there are times where you have to do a mission or a side quest and you have to be there at a certain time, and when you show up at the area, you can just hit left on the directional pad and it'll skip right to that time. There's a plethora of fast travel points. These little circles with the line, they're just everywhere. There's a lot more fast travel points than in Watch Dogs 2 by a long mile. What else do I like about it? When it comes to the tech, this affects all of your characters, of which you can recruit up to 45 people. So on this side, these are all upgrades here, and these are all gadget enhancements. These are the up to 45 people that you have. Now, the people are procedurally generated for the most part, from what I understand. And their voices are used by real voice actors, or they're voiced by real voice actors. But then Ubisoft is using what's called like a voice modulator, and it's procedurally generating, if you will, their voices. No two people will look or sound exactly the same. I haven't even seen two people that remotely look similar. It's absolutely astonishing. So that's worth mentioning. And the 45 people that you can recruit is a combination of the potential recruits and the ones that you actually have recruited. And then again, you can just go up to anybody. You can view them. You can see that this person is able to reduce enemy awareness when you're in Albion locations, because he's an Albion employee. But unlike Hitman, doesn't seem as wild, but it's relatively similar actually to the Hitman thing, where if you get too close to people, they're like, hey, what's going on? Even though he's an actual real Albion employee. So that is really neat. And how you go about doing that, even though I've already made a video on how to recruit, is you just walk up to people. You just literally walk up to them. Well, that person likes to walk into doors. So you would just walk up to a random person. See, start recruitment, so you would just follow that button prompt. Alternatively, if you want, you can hold down the L1 or the LB button. You could profile them. And you'll also see no cover or sprint, but they extra hard melee, and they got shorter team arrest time. Browsing history features multiple criminology blogs. So that means if you had that person on your team, you wouldn't just have to play that player in order to have the shorter team arrest times. So that's actually really, really cool. Then you'll do like a little side mission for them. You've got your main there, your side mission, very nicely laid out. Sorry, I got distracted there. So for example, if we want this person, we would just, we can view them in the team. Again, the mission that they have, you can view the mission. Show it up on the map by tracking it. And it's just really as simple as that. I've already talked about the tech. There's not too much in here. It's straightforward. Everything's just laid out on the page here. Yeah, your team, I've already talked about that as well. Data is just like some audio files. And then, of course, there's the store, because you can buy characters. Aiden Pierce from the first Watch Dogs you can play as. I'm not too sure if Marcus is in the game. But anyhow. So that's some of the differences there. Like I said, with the voices, and no two people look the same. You can have up to 45 protagonists on your team. These are all huge differences. You've got a slightly futuristic London setting. It's actually very, very nice. Now I'm actually going to go and do a mission. I want to do this one because I want those gloves. Oh. Oh, and then what's really cool, did I just see that? So that thing with the green, it's either a potential prospect or they're actually potential recruit. Oh, okay, they're a potential recruit. Oh, he likes to dress up. Oh, no judging. It's 2020. You can actually see your other operatives, as they call them, in the game. Just kind of like roaming around doing their own thing. It's actually kind of cool. Win fights in the arena. Ah, okay, you got to do all of them. Well, that's kind of crappy. Yeah, I'm not going to go and do all of that yet. No, we're not. We're going to go do a regular mission, sorry. There we go. Another thing, too, with Ubisoft, they're not normally known for coming out with a game, no offense, on day one. Hey, is that my guy? Yeah, that's actually our guy. So there he is right there. I don't know why I'm getting so excited. I was like, hey, that's my guy. That's my dude. That's actually the main guy that I started playing with in the beginning. He's an actual operative. He's just going about his life, doing his thing. There he is right there. You could switch to him on the fly whenever you want. It's almost like GTA 5, how you can switch between the three protagonists. And if you're lucky, you can bump into them. That's only ever happened to me a couple of times. But in this game, wow. It's happened a few times. It's actually cool, and I expect when you have 45 people, it's going to be a lot easier. So like I was saying about the Ubisoft games on day one, can't speak for the PC, but it runs really good. I've been playing for a few hours, and I can't remember the last time I had any lag or hiccups. What does end up happening... I know that's not usually a good look.
The investigator has been dealt with. Our prospect will be grateful for the assistance. We're being contacted by our potential recruit.
Hey.
Patching them through now.
They were a bad person.
You don't owe us, but you could join us.
Yeah, let's do it.
Approaching with caution, over.
Whoops. I forgot what I was saying now, and that's part of the reason why I don't do these kind of reviews, but I never called this an actual review. This is just a first impressions sort of video, just to kind of give you my take on the game. This is probably one of the smoothest Ubisoft day one titles I have played in recent memory. I mean, a lot of the Assassin's Creed and some of the other Watch Dogs, they were a little bit wonky there in the beginning. But, I'm really liking it. Now, I wish the cars were a bit louder, but the idea is that you're in an electrical world in the future, where cars run on electricity or battery or whatever. So they're quite, I was going to say careful. I have to be careful. They're quite quiet.
It's hard to see this place reduced to a pile of rubble. And to think of all the people that died in the bombings.
Why the hell haven't they started rebuilding yet? The bombing was months ago and the site is supposed to be under repair.
What am I supposed to uniform uniform access.
So, what should I be looking for, Bagley?
Any kind of device or component.
Ah, because I'm in construction. See? Because that's one of my things. I'm a construction worker. It's all the way over there. Okay. Well, the other thing that I can do, too, is I can call a drone. Which is actually really frickin' funny. That's what I love about all these characters. They're so, like, diverse. They can do so many different things. Where the hell is my drone? There we go. Let's get that thing down here. Last time it landed on my head and took me out. It was actually kind of funny. So yeah, I'm incredibly happy with my purchase. There's been a few games as of late that I haven't been happy with my purchase. But this one I have been very much. I knew that I was going to really like it, but at the same time, I didn't know that I wasn't going to enjoy it this much to the degree that I am. There's just something about it, and it's a little bit hard to explain in words, unfortunately. But I'm having a blast. There's just a vibe to it, like I said, an atmosphere. I don't know what it is. The smoothness, the multiple characters, I don't know, but I'm just really not annoyed at all with anything in this game like I have been with some of the other games. One of the cool options, too, which I believe is new, is if you go to accessibility. I hate these effing things. The puzzles, you can put them on simplified, and when you do that, rotating a node of a network bypass puzzle will automatically set the node to its correct position. Like, how amazing is that? Aim lock on and off, color blindness, narration mode. Even for a console, you got a couple of options here. Well, difficulty, easy, normal, hard. I'm just goofing around, so I have it on easy. There was even a thing for display. Set the frame. You could turn on and off the depth of field and the motion blur. I know a lot of people are going to appreciate that. It's got HDR if you have an HDR display. So yeah, like I said, I'm so excited to see how this plays out. Again, see? They get a little bit suspicious, kind of like in Hitman, which I do think is a little bit kind of ridiculous. I think that's probably my biggest pet peeve, because I am an actual, real construction worker. There should be no need for the suspicion. But if you run, you'll arouse more suspicion. But if you were in here and you weren't a construction worker, oh, it would be even worse. Like, you would be attacked right away. So it is pretty neat, but again, it's not perfect. Like I said, when I was a cop earlier and I went near like a cop location, it was like, are you kidding me? I was getting a hard time from the people. Damaged spider bot leg, whatever that is. There's a lot of areas where if you need a spider bot.
This is it. The signal is coming from this spider bot fragment. No indication yet who it belongs to.
Seen better days, eh? Guess I know the feeling. What the hell was it doing here?
Difficult to say, but with an AR reconstruction, we may be able to see what happened to it and if it relates to the attack. Access data relays in the vicinity, and I can compile enough data to build the AR reconstruction.
Call the spider bot. This thing's really cool. Maneuvers really, really well. I really like it. I don't know where the hell I'm going. I'm kind of just winging it. Hoping that I get somewhere I'm supposed to go. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing except accessing the surveillance data. Is that someone's hand?
What?
Wow, that was someone's hand. Now this is a relic. Not too sure these do much, to be honest with you. I don't think they do.
An interesting little bauble.
Yeah, what about that hand? Some creepy ass shit right there. Anyhow, I've been rambling on for about 15 minutes. I think I covered, you know, some decent points about the game. Let me just back out and go back to my character here. But yeah, I mean, if you have any questions, you can leave a question down below in the comment section. Let's just, still can't get over how good the melee is. I really like it.
Sentimental whimpering.
Let me finish this mission if I can. Now that whole easy
Perfect. 2 more
puzzle
data
thing,
relays to go.
I'll tell you this, I don't think the other games had that. I would have remembered that if they did that. I hate those puzzles with a bloody passion. And the fact that you can bypass them is just absolutely marvelous. Ah, okay, it's in there. Wow. And again, you don't really kill anybody in the game, but they'll be hospitalized. And then they'll remember you, like, he really does not like... You know what I mean? DedSec members. Probably take out the spider here. Yeah, there we have it. Another 10 tech points. You can upgrade it early on, like to get the upgrade to do that, to pull out the spider. But I find in a lot of places that you go to, you'll actually... Flatulent, so he farts a lot. That's hilarious. No one likes a flatulent bastard. That's kind of funny. Okay, so I think I'm going to end it here. I showed you a little bit of combat, a little bit of maneuvering around. If you have any questions or anything specific you want to know, you can ask. There is no online until December. But that's going to be fun. Yeah, run away. Run away. Alright, so that's it for me. If you liked the video, go ahead, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, go ahead, give it a thumbs down. I'll just break it off in your ass, or I'll just pull out one of these right here. I'll make sure when you play the game, I'll invade your game. And I'll clobber you. And if you want to subscribe to the channel, I mean, naturally, that would be fantastic. But if not, thanks for stopping by anyways. Take care, boys and girls, or whatever it is you identify as. And, well, hopefully I'll see at least some of you in the next video. Exactly. Bye for now.